this is my essentially a predicted lineup that I also did. I did it about 5 days ago, and people told me that Jesus was injured, and I said I'm sure he's out for 11 days. Everybody was saying he was out for 2 months, and I was like, well, it was 22 days, and then it cut down to 11 days, and we got the news today that Jesus is available. So this is the predicted lineup I put down at that time. Knowing that Jesus is available, we don't know what's happening with Sterling. Is this a lineup that you could get behind, or would you like to see changes from it?
Just not that midfield is screaming. It needs. It needs. I know we've got a short midfield right now, but I did say last night. Well, I won't mind seeing Ethan Nwaneri maybe starting. Nothing. I have nothing against Jesus. I'll swap him with Havertz. I'll put someone else behind Havertz instead, of course. It's tricky. Really, it's tricky with that team because we have now so much depth. We have so much. I said we have so much ballers around the pitch in our club. It's like once it's fully fit squad, is like who do you pick or who do you throw there? You know who do you want there
Well,
more
I mean,
than
bear in mind that obviously Timber will come in and reinforce that midfield, and one of Partey or Jorginho will push up a little bit. I would have
yeah
thought that that Timber would be like supporting behind rather than in front,
yeah.
to make up for the lack of pace from Jorginho. So that would be my guess. Certainly at the back, I think Calafiori is out for another week. I think was what was said today. So he's not an option, but he'd only had substitute performances anyway. So and I believe Timber played in both his international games as well. So you know, he's the one that kind of makes the sense, really. But yeah, so how would you have the front four then?
Okay, for me, if let's say we don't have Jesus, I'll put Havertz up there. I would have again nothing against Trossard or Martinelli. Me being brave, I'm thinking maybe Sterling on the left. Have possibly maybe what's his name? Maybe have Nel maybe up front,
Mary.
like in Odegaard's position, like more like a attacking midfielder. For me,
Wouldn't it make more sense either Trossard on the left and Gabriel Martinelli up top with Havertz still in behind him, and then you've got Trossard as a sub either way. But
that could work.
if
That could work.
Sterling's available, then Sterling could do the left wing and Martinelli up top, or Trossard up top with Havertz in behind.
Well, the idea that I think I put in what's his name? Put in Martin up front, yeah, because you got more of the pace, and then you got Havertz's physicality, which is very important now in this league.
Yeah.
And knowing him, he's a boss in that box, as we know.
Yeah, and it's not a million miles from his position. And
No.
Jorginho would essentially push up to Havertz's position anyway to kind of feed balls in with Timber in behind him, protecting that kind of space maybe that's in behind. So that's kind of where I was going.
No, I can see it. I can see it. You got that's as you said. You got the pace up front. You got the physical of Havertz. You got the pace on the wings. As long as that midfield somehow has a bit of a shield, of course, our defense, fingers crossed, is solid. Our defense, you know.
Yeah, I mean the only problem that is potential is that Gabriel kind of is is caught between a rock and a hard place when he's kind of covering for Jorginho, maybe covering for Timber, and on the pivot sort of thing, he kind of loses control of things. He has done that a few times that I've seen at least. So he's got that out of his game mostly, but I think if it's going to happen, it'd be in a game like this where the midfield is quite bare. But I also think that if you compare this midfield now to what we played even 18 months ago, it's about the same level.
It is. It sure
It's
is.
just,
Without any question of shadow of a doubt. It is the same depth, should we say, right?
yeah. So we've just gone from our midfield 18 months ago being our starting midfield to being our dire straits midfield. So shouldn't we still be thinking that we're going to win quite comfortably?
I believe so. I mean, I said last night as well. I want Arteta to be ready to be offensively strong, defensively ready, as we say. Also, at the same time, is I want it to be. We know how he has to have his managed back a day. Be ready to have a trick up his sleeve. Say maybe you see like Jorginho Partey. Part of him personally has had a strong start to the season. Say you have Jorginho have a bit of a fatigue kicking in or whatever. Maybe throw Nel Neri after 50 minutes. Give the kid a little break.
I think you're right. I think Nwaneri comes on.
Yeah.
But I think it's too big a game to be starting him in. I think if you give away 2 early goals, you can be out of the game quite quickly. Whereas if you stay in the game for 70 minutes, maybe score a goal or two,